4 weeks out, feeling good, honestly, feeling fresh. Just got back from the cruise, so I was able to relax a bit before we get this camp started. Only 4 weeks compared to the 6 weeks that I usually do, but I'm always in shape. I'm always ready to go. And so the next 4 weeks really just going to be me getting ready, getting my style ready to just style on this guy, put another finish down, put another finish together. And yeah, today's Labor Day, so it'll honestly be pretty chill if I had to guess, but we do have sparring tomorrow, so I'm going to keep it light, just kind of flow out tonight and start to get ready for, tomorrow, like I said, which will be a much more exciting.
Artlist.io.
Look, tell a man no trouble, I don't want beef, man, I just want vibes. Big man like me, no need for the telephone hype. I got too much getting online. One rule, then I'm on site. Wrong move, I bet they gon' ride. No need for the telephone hype, nah. No need for the snoozing. Big whip outside,
Music
I'm cruising.
licensing
Big stick inside, no
reimagined.
losing. Better watch out for the snake and Judas. Don't How you hating my vibes? Why you wasting my time? Getting hype on my line. Tell a man I don't want feedback, I just want relax. Brand new whip, two-tone, I need that brand new hit. You know, like lean back, brand new bits I live in. We back, man, you never gon' like us. Get them on sight now, let them on like that way. They know I'm alright, just look at my life, I'm living on rap. I'm nice, you know I'm alright, cuz looking like Christ, no need for the hype or fight or telephone vipers. No need for the telephone vipers. No need for the liars. I don't watch your moves or priors. I got much to do, I'm biased. Big bosses move in silence, watch it. No need for the liars. I don't watch your moves or priors. I got much to do, I'm biased. Big
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm moving quiet. Ask me, I need me an island. New watch is perfect timing. No need for the surface shining. Ask me, I need me a few. I need me an island. I'm keeping it true. The man, I'm a wild. I'm keeping it cool. No need for the telephone hype from you. Yeah. Tell a man no.
What the fuck? 170 fat.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
25 pounds, 4 weeks. Fuck.
You got that? It's gonna be a home run. Pick it up.
Done for the day. Tuesday morning, of course, sparring day. I'm always usually a little bit sore after Monday's practice, but not too bad today. I always start off sparring days pretty simple. It's the most important day of the week for me, honestly. So I keep the food really clean. Just for breakfast, of course, I make some oatmeal, your oats, your bananas, your brown sugar, your cinnamon. I usually do blueberries, but I don't have blueberries today. So just keep it simple. Tuesday mornings always pretty much look the same for me. Just make some breakfast. Watch some film. Of course, we actually did find out today that Robert Link accepted the fight. I had another opponent, but he pulled out, not surprisingly. But Robert Link said that he would step in on 3.5 to 4 weeks notice. So I do respect him. Of course, this is a guy I fought already in 2020. I finished him in the first round, so I do appreciate and respect him for, jumping in and being willing to, get down for a rematch. And so we'll see, of course. So every morning, of course, on Tuesdays, like I said, I strategize for the day. So we watch a little bit of film. So today we'll watch me and Robert's first fight. I'll kind of talk you through that a little bit. And then, of course, we'll have sparring later tonight. So let's go. So like I said, this was in 2020. I was actually 19 years old still. I hadn't even turned 20. I hadn't even turned 20 yet. But you can kind of see that in the fight itself. My body wasn't really developed as much. I wasn't as strong. I wasn't as explosive as I am now. And so he had a lot of success exactly like this. Just kind of being the bully, being the bull. That's how a lot of his fights were in the beginning, in the early days of his career. Just bullying people, throwing them around, trying to use his power and his explosiveness to his advantage. He did really good with it. But the thing about that is you can only do that for so long. Right, eventually that gas tank does run out. Eventually your energy does run out, and technique takes over. And when you run into a guy like me that's gonna keep my composure and has better technique, well, the results show. So I had him in the triangle, dude, for probably 30 seconds in the beginning of the round right here, and I just could not finish it. And I noticed in his 2 fights leading up to mine, 2 guys also had him in triangles, and they couldn't get him. I think it's just because he has like a skinny neck and broad shoulders, so it just doesn't create. There's just little gaps of room for him to breathe when he's in these triangles, and so obviously lesson learned. But it was a little bit confusing even when I was in there. Like I had him in this triangle, I pushed off the cage, readjusted the triangle, and still couldn't finish that thing with a perfect angle. So I have to go to plan B, obviously, try to sweep him and makes the moves here. But the dude's just too strong at that point, right? His strength in the beginning of the fight was just was different, right? And especially, like I said, compared to me being 18, 19 years old, I just didn't have the physical attributes to match him there. But of course, that, like I said, that bulliness, the strength and stuff, that all wears off, and then technique takes over. He kept good pressure here too. I'll give him that. A lot of guys, whenever they get the opportunity to punch, they give up a lot of room. They make a lot of space, and people can use that to go. But he did a good job of keeping chest to chest, not giving too much room. And so obviously I had to make the adjustments, start capturing legs, using the cage, changing up the strategy a little bit just to get him off of me. Now, in moments like this, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most cringy part of the fight. I had him, I was up, I was back to space, and I jumped a fucking ghillie like an idiot. Some reason thinking I was going to finish that easily. I had just subbed the number 2 guy in Texas with it the fight before this. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it to Robert Link also. And like a moron, I put myself right back on the mat. But at 18, 19, you're going to make those dumb mistakes, and that's the things you got to learn from in it as you move forward, But this is when he made a mistake. If you give me space, I'm going to take it, and he threw that, he missed, we both fell. When we got up, I hit him with a hard jab in there. And he kind of spun his chin around a bit. He got a little overwhelmed, he turned his back, and I caught him with the uppercut in there. Now, I will rewind it a bit. One thing Rob has said before, and I'll show you in a second. He said that in here, when he kicked me, let's see if I can do it right here. When he kicked me, that he fell and hit his head on the ground. But I'll show the video right here. He actually didn't hit his head didn't touch the ground at all. I think it was just the action of getting up that fast after he used all that energy in the beginning of the round. It kind of bit him a little bit. He started to wear down, and when I started to overwhelm him with punches, it was just too much for him. And so it was a good fight. Honestly, I do like that fight. It's one of my more exciting and favorite ones throughout my amateur career, just because it showed that even in those moments where the bullies use their strength and stuff, it's just not enough. It's not enough to truly just take me out. I'm curious to see how he approaches this fight now. Like, if he's going to try to do the same technique, since it was working for him somewhat in the beginning of this fight. If he's going to try to be aggressive, try to be a bully, I think it's a stupid idea, honestly, for a 15-minute fight to use all his energy in the beginning like that. I invite it. I kind of hope he does, so it makes it an easier night for me. But I think he'll notice pretty quickly just how much stronger, faster, more explosive, smarter that I've gotten since this fight. And so it'll be interesting, to say the least, to see the difference between fight number 2 and fight number 1. So, yeah, so I guess tonight we'll just kind of work a bit of the same, just working my game plan, my strategy. He falls right into the line with the type of fighters I like to fight, and so I think it's a good fight, honestly, for my second fight. So we'll kind of just chill today. Got you can show them over there. Got the 2 pups. We got Bean, the OG dog, and we got Soul, the brand new puppy. So just kind of keep an eye on them. Try not to make sure they don't bite any wires or do anything chaotic today, and call it a day until sparring tonight.
Long legs though.
Oh, you think? You still talking about this run, bro? You are not outrunning.
I guarantee
you are out of your mind.
Put 50 on it, dog.
Yeah, I can still run fast.
Come on, man.
The thing is this, even if you're faster than me, you're going to stop sooner.
No.
I will run 3 miles straight.
Nah, bro. If I got 50 on the line, bro, nah, dog. Nah.
You expect to run for your life. I'm going to take you that look. You're really a bum, bro. Simple as.
Come on, bro.
But you're telling me you're going to outrun me in 3 miles.
I really,
You long, your legs are 2 inches long.
So, bro, but that's the point. My willpower makes up for, my lack of legs, you know? Come on, man.
So right now we're about 4.5 weeks out from fight night, and we're just putting volume on volume on volume. Intensity's going sky high. Put them through the grinder each day this week and next week, and then half the week after that. body conditioned for the fight, and we'll take our foot off the gas, recover. But right now we're really testing where we're at, seeing where we're at. So yeah, it's rounds. It's rounds of the game with high level guys, pros, and our upcoming amateurs, giving them 5-minute rounds. See what we got.
Five minutes of mitts. Just about to end the practice off hard rounds today, but end it off with a little burnout round. Try to wear the arms down a bit and just see what I got, but I don't got much. It's progress, kinda, sorta, not really.